a trek. Just a little bit of trek. A little bit. Just a little bit of trek. Trekkage. That's right, y'all. Oh, yeah. Live it up. Live it up. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Na, 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 na. Ha, 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 ha. Star Trek. That's right, y'all. I can kind of do on this one. Oh, yeah. Star Trek. Yeah. Woo! Yo, it's fierce. Yo, it's Fierce. Back at it again with another live stream. I gotta get a quick one in because Lantern's going live at 10 o'clock, my friends. So shout out to the myth, the man, the one and only Mr. Lantern. So I gotta get, a lot of people is, streaming these days, so I gotta get them in whenever I get a chance. So big shout out to the fans. Healthy food first. More blueberries. What is Fierce not eating blueberries? There you are. And then coffee first. Coffee first. Repping my Friar Tuck mug. I haven't used it in a year. It's been sitting in the shelf. It's been about a year since I think I've used the Friar Tuck mug. So cheers, my dears. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good coffee. That's good coffee. Well, so much to talk about, guys. So much. I've got a lot of good stuff to talk about. I decided to use Zach, the incredible impression. Zach is such a great friend. I've never used a picture of Zach as a thumbnail before, so maybe tomorrow I'll use a picture of like me and Dave or something, because there's not a lot of holidays coming up. So if we look at the calendar, yesterday I forgot to talk about Ash Wednesday. So, and I forgot that today was Thursday. It's just been. It's been flying by so fast. So, really, I talked about the Lunar New Year yesterday on Wednesday. The Lunar New Year was on Tuesday, my friends. I apologize. So, I'm going to talk about Ash Wednesday today, even though it was yesterday. I apologize about that. So, today, because it wasn't a holiday or anything, and there's not another holiday, we're on the 19th. So, today I used Zach as the thumbnail. So, I'm going to call Zach and let him know, unless he's watching. I talked to him about an hour or two ago. He said he was out and about doing errands, so he may be watching. If not, I'll call him. We don't have another holiday until the 14th of March, which is my dad's birthday. Then after that, we have St. Patrick's Day. So next month, it's going to be a lot of pictures of me and my dad, a lot of pictures of St. Patrick's Day stuff, too. So, yeah. So, anyway, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing bloody fantastic. So, Zach has been just an incredible friend. I thought, all right, well, here we go. I'm like, I've never done a topic on Zach, so I decided to dip into the Zach archives and do the top 10 Zach videos. Some I'm in, some I'm not in, because I've watched a lot of his videos. So, we're going to talk about Ash Wednesday. We're going to do the top 10 Zach videos. And then, because I've been watching a lot of sci-fi movies, which, by the way, I started watching Invasions of the Body Snatchers last night, because that is sci-fi. It's sci-fi monster movies. I got about halfway, so far, pretty good. So far, pretty good. I didn't finish it. So, but, because, and then today I watched two movies. Today I watched Westworld, because I had never seen the bonus content, so I watched the bonus content. I'm going to go over the bonus content. And then I watched Escape from Planet of the Apes, I hadn't seen it in a while, so I'm going to re-review this, and I'm going to review all of the bonus features on this. But I watched these two movies. I've been re-watching some of my favorite sci-fi stuff. So in honor of me watching these sci-fi movies, I thought we would do, the next topic we would do is the best sci-fi scenes ever. That's going to be hard, though, because there's a lot of great sci-fi scenes, but I thought we'd do that. And then we're going to review the 2 movies, and then I got some new trailers to watch. Vision sent me a couple when I was on the Lantern Show, so I haven't had time to watch them, so I thought I would watch them today. So, yeah. All right. So, I'm going to try to finish this either tonight or tomorrow or sometime this weekend, but so far, this is pretty good. All right. What else has been going on? Yeah, so I wanted to do a topic on Zach, just to honor Zach. I'm going to do one on Dave's sometime this weekend as well, just to show my appreciation, because, man, Zach, Dave, Mike, Tina, everybody, such good friends. Such good friends, and they be holding it down, man. A lot of vlogging, a lot of living, a lot of footage. D-Man, I got to give another personal shout-out to D-Man. I'm going to do one on D-Man coming up soon. D-Man has been just pumping out the content, man. I saw one where I'm running away from the cops, but I got my corn, you know? That was funny, you know? So, I got to give a personal shout-out to my friend D-Man. D-Man is just pumping out the content, and I really appreciate it. So, thank you so much. So, I'm going to play one. Let's see here. Man, because he has been going great on these. Let me just, he's got one of me running away. So I got my shades on. I got a t-shirt that says John Fears on it. And I've got tons of corn. And I'm in a really nice, like 1950s, 1960s, like sports car. And I'm running away from the cops. But I got my corn. So listen to this.
You'll never catch me! I got my corn!
You'll never catch me! I got my corn! So that was good. Then he's got Dave doing a hot sauce challenge, and I'm spraying the hot sauce off with the fire extinguisher because it's so hot. So check this one out. This one was funny.
I got it, Strong Bear.
So that was me, like, putting out. So Dave was basically Dave is eating a pepper. So you got Zach on the camera. Mama Bear is holding up. We're at a Toys and Collectibles Expo. I'm on the fire extinguisher duties, and then Dave is eating a pepper, right? And because he's eating the pepper, it's so hot that a toy gets set on fire. And Zach's filming it, and then I spray off the toy with the fire extinguisher. So here we go.
I got it, Strong Bear.
That was great. So I mean, D-Man has been killing it. There's another one where I'm driving down the road, and me and Slime are in a hot rod car, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm getting my corn, man, and. Oh, God. It's so good. Watch this one.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to get me some corn. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Yeah, dude. I'm going to get on some corn, man. So I just got to give a great personal shout out to D-Man. D-Man, keep making those squirrel videos. And every single time I'm a squirrel and I'm doing some type of challenge, or I'm getting the corn or whatever. I've been, let's see, what else has been going on? I've been just going nuts on the shorts. I put up a bunch of shorts on Fears Vlogs. I put a bunch of shorts on Fears Man 26. I put more shorts on Fears Man 26 than Fears Vlogs, but I've been uploading a lot of movie prop stuff. So I've been doing like the basically, whenever I watch a movie, you know, I make the movie come to life. Another one I did, which was great. Let me show it to you guys. I just uploaded the Shocker one. So the Shocker one, I made the guy like lightning bolt. I had the Predator mask come to life. I had King Kong smash Tarman. I had piranhas eat Tarman. So I'm gonna play that one. That one was cool. So check this out. They just start eating them alive. So that was cool. And I had like all the blood like fill up in the water. So it depends on what I upload. Some of them get a lot of views, some of them don't get a lot of views. But like that one got 144 views, so that one's pretty good. And then I had Sorority House Massacre. I had like blood drip down on it. That only got like 10 views. I had King Kong bash Tarman in the head. So I upload a lot of stuff. I had Vigo the Carpathian come to life and flick off the camera. I had me unwrapping the Wonka ticket. I mean the Wonka bar, and it showed a Wonka ticket. I had Tarman get attacked by Jaws. I had the Pig of Destiny start glowing green. So it's usually all like movie related. So yeah, I try to upload the shorts when I can. Like I said, some do good, some don't do good. Like me painting Tarman with yellow paint, that got like 60 views. So it just depends on what I upload. I try to upload a lot of different type of shorts. And then I try to upload as many shorts as I can on Fears Vlogs as well. Like, let me show you before I open up the chat and get going. And I'm going to call Lantern here soon just to see how he's doing. The shorts on Fears Vlogs, like I had one of me doing the dishes, and then I had I do my TikTok response videos. Then I made a little video of Lantern doing the KTBS song. Lantern loved that one. And then one that really did very well was when I saw all those cute dogs at the Atomic Horror Flea Market. That got 1,000 views. And then the last chip challenge for Dave, when I spotted it, I said, hey, Dave, you got to try this. That got 667 views. So I just want to thank all of the fans for all the loving support. And then another one that did really good was I said YouTube fans telling me about Mr. Beef. That got 1.7K views. That's, yeah. And then new people subbing to my channel, mini vlog at the supermarket. That got 743 views. So, hell yeah. So, like I said, some do good, some don't go, dude. LC has a gun. Someone, like, had LC saying that, like, in the Discord, so I downloaded that, and I put Fears Vlogs on it, and I kind of tweaked it. The farting ones that Yakov made for me, they did really well. I just farted again. Got 304 views. I just farted. The first one got 300 views. So, pretty good stuff. So, I just farted again, got 304 views. I just farted, got 300 views. So, and then the fridge tour that I did, that got 755. So, a lot of different shorts. I've been focused on that. I need to get focused back on vlogs, and I will. I really will. So, it's just a matter of there's not enough time in the day. So, I try to get some type of footage out to you guys, if not every day, almost every day. Sometimes I need a break, but anyway, let me call Lantern, see how he's doing. He could be sleeping, preparing for his live. I don't know, but anyway. If I can't get a hold of Lantern, then I'm going to go right into my live, and we'll get going. Big shout out to my friend Mike. I don't know what the algorithm did, but he was up to 100 likes yesterday, right? And then all of a sudden, I guess he, got 59 or 60. So, YouTube, I don't know what's going up with the algorithm. It was at 100 likes. Now it's at 59 likes. But still, that's a lot of likes. That's a lot of them. I mean, so congrats to Mike. Hell yeah. Way to go. Way to go. Oh, yeah. All right, let me call Lantern. See what Lappy's up to. Yo, Lantern. Or it could be Banjo. I don't know. Yo, Lantern. Yo, what's up, dude? What's going on, Twin? What's up, Twin? How you been, Twin?
What's up?
Lantern, you sound tired. Are you all right?
Yeah.
How was your day, buddy?
Good, how's yours?
Busy. It was busy, but it was good, Lantern. It was good. Work was good. I worked on some vlogs. I went and checked the fan mail. I took some videos back to the library. Nice. So what's the topic for tonight, Lantern?
So yeah, and that happens. I would say
Lantern?
2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah.
What's the topic for tonight's show?
Okay.
Do you,
Okay, Kyle.
do you got a topic, Lantern?
No, okay, Kyle.
Oh, okay, all right. Hey, Lantern. Oh, damn. That was a stinky one, Lantern. Anyway, Lantern, I hope you're doing well, buddy. I hope you're doing. Wait, is that Banjo? What's up, Banjo? How you been, Banjo? What's going on, Banjo? Banjo, did you kidnap Lantern again? Oh, man. Banjo, get out of Lantern's house. Get out of Lantern's house. Let me talk to Lantern. Let me talk to Lantern, Banjo. Banjo, let me talk to Lantern.
Someone standing there that, of course,
Banjo, let me talk to Lantern.
Or, someone's there. I didn't realize that they were there.
Banjo,
Yeah, it has something to do with that.
Banjo, you gotta let me talk to Lantern. Where's Lantern? Oh, man, were you pranking me, Lantern? Lantern, you had me worried there, buddy. I was like, what the hell is Banjo doing with my friend Lantern, you know? Anyway, that was a funny Lantern. Lantern, I'm going to try to come on your show tonight. I may not be able to because I got a lot of editing to do. So I may, if I don't come on tonight, buddy, I'll come on Friday, all right? So I'll try. But I'll always be in the chat, Lantern. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if Larry beats me to it, then, you know, it is what it is. So, but I'll definitely wait my turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll try to come on tonight. If I can't, then Friday for sure. And then guess what? I got some good news, Lantern. Me and Dave are gonna go play mini golf on Saturday, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going, so we'll see. So yeah. All right, buddy. I'll spread the link in the chat, and I'll see you in the chat. All right. All right. Hey, Lantern, Shung. That was funny. Yeah. So before I open up the chat, I got some good news and I got some bad news. So the good news is that Randall still wants to hang out. The bad news is he can't do it on Saturday. Randall already made plans to take his mom out for her birthday. And I said, well, Randall, I wanted to buy you a gift. And he goes, well, Fears, we're going to be working all day. I guess him and his mom have been slowly but surely salvaging like stuff out of their house. And he said, Fears, my mom doesn't want a whole bunch of people over there while we're doing that. I said, I get it, Randall. And he goes, but I want you to come over. I said, well, yeah. I said, because Dave wants to donate. So does Zach. I want to donate. I said, the fans want to donate. And he's like, we'll do it. He goes, I just can't do it on Saturday. So apparently on Saturday, because Randall doesn't have a cell phone. I wish Randall would have a cell phone. These are the times where I'm like, Randall, having a cell phone. And I'm not making fun of Randall. I just don't understand why he won't get a cell phone. It'd be so much easier to call and say, hey, Fears, I can't do it. Right? So he makes me go through all this stuff. Randall does. I had to write him on Facebook. Right? Wrote him on Facebook, said, hey, me, Zach, Dave, the whole gang, we're all coming down on Saturday to do this. Okay, all right, yeah, cool, Fears. If he can't do it, all he'd have to do is call me. Well, he never has a cell phone, so at his house, he would always call me at his mom's phone. Now, he said, hey, Fears, we're at my mom's boyfriend's house. I'm just going to give you my mom's boyfriend's cell phone temporary and call him and just ask for me. So that's what I did. So I called today and I said, hey, I'm just confirming. Are we coming on Saturday? I said, or like, can we hang out on Saturday? And he said, oh, no, I can't. And I said, all right, Randall. I said, well, the guys are going to be disappointed. And I said, so are the fans. And he's like, oh, Fierce, tell everyone that I still want you to come down and hang. I just can't do it on Saturday. And I said, well, what are you doing Saturday? He said, well, me and my mom were salvaging things out of my house and taking it over to my mom's boyfriend's house. And I said, okay. I said, no worries. And he goes, then, after, I guess they're doing that all day. And then he said, then I'm taking my mom out to karaoke for her birthday, and they're going dancing. So he's taking his mom out for dancing and karaoke and for dinner. I said, well, I get it, Randall. I said, I don't want to interrupt that. And he goes, yeah. And he was like, can we do it next week? I said, yeah. I said, we can do it next week. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to postpone it at all. I'm not trying to postpone it whatsoever. I guess Randall's just been so busy. So, I fully intended to go down and visit Randall Saturday. Dave and Zach were all ready to go. So, I guess me and Dave and James, we're going to go golfing on Saturday instead of, doing the Randall thing. But I said, Randall, I said, it doesn't matter to me when we hang out. I just really wish Randall would get a cell phone, but I've told him that for years, and he won't listen. So, I stopped asking for Randall to get a cell phone. So, anyway, that's what's going on with Randall. So, next week we're going to do it. I hate to say it, guys, but I hate putting it off because the trolls are going to be like, oh, Fears, you don't care about Randall. And that's farthest from the truth. I do care about Randall, and I really wanted to go, but I guess he already had plans with his mom. I get it. He wants to take his mom out, for her birthday. So, happy birthday, Mrs. Brown, on Saturday. Early congrats. I think she's 74, 75-ish, from what Randall told me. I can't remember her exact age, but happy birthday to Mrs. Brown on Saturday. I don't know if they're just celebrating on Saturday or if that's Mrs. Brown's actual birthday. I've never asked Randall his mom's birthday. I should. But he said, Fierce, do you mind telling you, and he goes, do you mind telling the gang you guys can come over next week? So I'm not the one putting it off. Randall said they're going to be so busy working on their house all day. Basically, he said, Fierce, all day we're just going over to my house, salvaging things, taking it out of my burnt house and taking it over to my mom's boyfriend house. I said, I get it, Randall. I said, no worries. He goes, so there won't be much time to hang out. He goes, I know you want to buy a birthday gift for my mom. I said, I really do. And he goes, let me talk to my mom real quick. So he got off the phone and said, hey, Mom, you don't mind if John and the guys buy you a belated gift? And his mom was like, yeah, I don't mind. Just, we're so busy on Saturday. Tell John you guys are going to have to hang out next week. So he came back on the phone. I heard his mom in the background. So that's basically, so Randall's the one putting it off. But I get it. Randall is so fucking busy right now. I get it. So the thing is I want everyone to know is, it doesn't matter when I go down. I'm definitely going to go down. But it's up to Randall. Whenever Randall says, hey, Fierce, I'm giving you the A-OK to come down. Because I don't want to interrupt Randall while him and his mom are trying to, take care of all their stuff. I'm trying to be a really good friend and be like, Randall, whenever you want me to come down is when you want me to come down. And he goes, yeah. He goes, well, if you and the guys are coming. I said, yeah. I said, well, plus I said, Dave and Zach want to officially meet you because they've seen Randall, like, in the vlogs and in the lives, but they never have met face to face. So and Randall's like, I love Zach's footage. I love Dave's footage. I said, I know. I said, Dave and Zach want to meet you. So we're definitely going to do it sometime next week. That's what happened with Randall and all that. So, I may just, if Randall keeps canceling on me, I'm just going to drive down there one day before work myself and just give him the money without Dave and Zach, because, he should have already had the money from me. And I'm trying to get that together. I really am. So, I know the trolls are going to give me shit for that, and it's out of my hands. It really is. It's out of my hands because I'm trying to be a good friend, and it's whenever Randall wants to do it. And I'm not even trolling. I'm not trolling Randall. I'm not trolling you guys. Trust me, I want to give him some money. Because I know Randall and his mom will be over here in a hot minute. But I'm just trying to give Randall and his mom some space, so they can get all that work done. He said, Fears, we've been at it for days. Randall's mom has so many collectibles and stuff in her house. It's not Randall's house. It's really, Randall lives with his mom and takes care of his mom, which that's great because his mom is getting kind of old. And he goes, Fears, I live with my mom because I don't know how much time I'm going to have with her. I said, Randall, I think that's great. I think that's great, Randall. I said, take care of your mom. That's what a son's supposed to do. So he said, Fierce, we've been at it for days. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, oh, like we drive in our car, load it up to max capacity and see how much we can salvage. And then we drive it over to, my mom's boyfriend's house and back and back and back and forth and back. I said, I get it, Randall. So I even offered, I said, hey, Randall, I said, I can come over there and help you. I said, you can put some stuff in my car. And Randall, I guess, wants to do this on his own with his mom and his mom's boyfriend. And I get that, he wants to take care of his mom and it was his house and all that. I get it. So I told Randall, I said, Randall, me, Dave, the community, Zach, we're all here for you. And I said, Yakov's been praying. I've been praying. I said, I even told Randall, I said, Randall, I put you and I put Kate on my church prayer list because Kate lost an uncle. So I put her on the prayer list. Randall, I called my church, and so Randall was already on the list, but when I went to church last Sunday, they wanted an update. And they said, how's your friend doing? I said, he's got his good days, he's got his bad days, but I said, he's still bummed. I said, anyone would be, if half their house burnt down. And they're like, well, they're like, he's still on the prayer list, Fears. I said, great. So Kate's on the prayer list, Randall's on the prayer list. I promise you guys, next week, I'm going there, no ifs, ands, or buts, whether the guys want to come down or if I'm going to be like, hey, Randall, even if you don't want to hang out, I'm just going to drive there before work, hand you some money, and then drive back. Because this is like, I think, it's either the second time we've tried to do this and Randall's canceled, or the third time. So, at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, I'm going to drive down there. And I'm going to give him either $200 or $300, somewhere between $200 and $400. I'm just going to pick some type of amount and just say, Randall, buy some new clothes, buy some food, pay some bills, give some of this to Miss Randall, buy her a gift. I am going to buy Mrs. Randall a birthday gift, Mrs. Brown a birthday gift. It's going to be belated because Randall's like, Fears, we'll just do it next week, like she doesn't care. And I said, all right, I said, sounds good. Anyway, before I opened up the chat, I just wanted to explain to you guys what was going on. So that's what's going on. Randall said, hey, please tell the fans, thank you for all their support. And I said, oh, I will. And please tell them that he's going to be back making content just as fast as he can. And I said, Randall, I'll let him know about everything. So yeah. All right, let's open up the chat. I tried to condense all that as much as possible, but I had a lot to talk about, so it took me 28 minutes, so sorry about that. All right, let's open up the chat here. All right. Back making content just as fast. Yo, thanks for the like. I appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Dave? To boldly vlog where no one has before. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Dave. Hell yeah, man, that's awesome. Well, I was like, I'll just start the live with some, hey, Scotty, beam me up. You know what I'm saying? Scotty, beam me up, St. Patrick's. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, so it'll probably be a lot of, the next type of thumbnails day will be a lot of, my dad and me's photos. I'm gonna do a segment on you and Mama Bear because tonight I'm doing a segment on Zach because I got so many good friends. Yo, what's up, Vic? Is that a Predator mask back there? Oh, it is. One of the newest props. Check it out. So check it out, Vic. They have this little thing. There's a stand. I should have grabbed the stand, but it's a bit smaller than the actual mask, but it's pretty damn close. I got it at Walmart. You can get this at Walmart, so. Just like that. So, I need to put batteries in it. These light up. I don't know what color they light up, but they light up. So, let me grab the stand, and I'll show you, Vic. Hang on. Hang on. So, basically, you do it like this. So let me show you, Vic. So here's the front part, right? I need to get my hair cut pronto. So you take this, and it's got Predator, and I'm gonna put some batteries in it. I ran out of batteries. I need to go to Walmart or UVC or whatever and get some. So you put it in like that, just like this. So then you just stick this like that, and it just hangs like that. And then there's a switch at the back, and this lights up, and I think these. I know for a fact all this red stuff here, and here lights up. I think the eyes light up as well, because there's a wire that goes from here up the thing and illuminates the eyes. I could be wrong, but I know that this lights up for sure. That lights up. This lights up. So yeah, so I just took it off this, and I put it, but yeah, I got it at Walmart, Vic, so if you want it, yeah. Vic, you got to follow me on that app. You keep forgetting. Follow me on that Letterboxd app, buddy. Just make a profile, look me up at FearsMan26. So I just took this, and I put it like there, because you know me, I always do a different, set, every single time I go live, so yeah. Anyway, where's my hat? Ah! There we are. So yeah. Let's see, but it is. So yeah, it looks pretty, and you know what, for being a Walmart product, Vic, I was like, ooh, that'll be a great prop. For the, not only for the set, but for the, but for the, I'm having a brain fart, the movie prop shelf. And I was like, Fears' mind started, working. I was like, wait a minute. In the back, in the props, I'm like, I got an idea. So yeah, Vic, literally, let me show you. Just go to this, because you're a cool friend. You're a cool guy, buddy. And I don't want to keep bugging you about it. So when you get time, Vic, go to Letterboxd, download Letterboxd right there. Letterboxd. And look up John Fears. It's under my name, John Fears, FearsMan26. You put both in. So you put a profile name, which is FearsMan26. Then you have to put in, I put in my real name. You can put in whatever you want. And I just labeled mine movie nerd, film nerd. My goal is to watch as many movies as possible. So there's that. Then you can put in your favorites, and then it just keeps track of all the movies. So far I've done 777 reviews, and I've watched 33 movies this year. So yeah. So we're working on it. So yeah, whenever you get chance, Vic, add me on there, because Pixel Visions, everybody that follows me on there. Yo, I got 12 people watching. Rightio. What's up, yo? How you been, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So yeah. Let's see. Vic says, well, hey, Tina. Yo! Anyway. But yeah. Alright, let's get a rockin'. Because I gotta fit everything in within an hour, because, well, I have until 11. Because 11 my time is 10 o'clock Lantern's time. So yeah. So I could probably do it in about 2 hours. So we'll see. So I thought we'd start off with, because I've got so many good friends, Zach is a great friend, Mike's a good friend, Dave's a good friend. I'm going to be doing, the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing some topics on them. And I thought I would just start with, tomorrow I'm going to do the top 10 videos for D-Man. Because D-Man, oh my God, he has been pumping out the content, you guys. I appreciate it. It's been great. It has been fantastic. Sorry, I had to put this over here. I have my mom texting me and a whole bunch of other people. So, yeah. All right. So, I thought we'd start with the top 10 videos that Zach has ever made in his entire life. Zach is a great editor. If you guys have not ever checked his stuff out, you got to check him out. Oh, hang on. I need to switch this from top chat to live chat. I always forget to do that. So I know when your guys' chat is coming in. So yeah, Vic, I'm not trying to pressure you. You don't have to follow me on that app. I would just love to because you're a big movie guy like me, and I think you're a really cool guy, Vic, you know. I love bullshitting about movies with, you know, Pixel and Dave and Zach and you and all that. Because you've given some great movie suggestions to me, too, and I got them on the list, and, oh, man, I can't wait to watch them. So, yeah. So I was like, oh, I'll throw the invite out to Vic. So, yeah. I got my Fears Vlog shirt on. I re-washed it, and whenever... Where's Zach been? Well, I talked to him today. So, he's been around, but he hasn't made any content in a while. So, I know what you're talking about. I talked to him today because Zach was going to come down, but because not Landon, excuse me. I'm a little tired. Because Randall canceled on me again, I had to call Dave and I had to call Zach and be like, hey, I called Randall, and Zach was like, hey, Fears, what happened? I said, Randall's just under so much stress right now. And I'm like, I get it. It's understandable. I'm like, half of his trailer burnt down. I'm like, him and his mom are trying to salvage. I said, I don't think Randall's in the mood to hang out just yet. So there's that. Also, he said, Fears. Randall said it right to me on the phone, Vic. He was like, Fears, I want to hang out with you guys. Just, we've been so busy. He said, for days now, Fears, we drive to our burnt-out trailer, salvage as much, pack up the car, move it to my mom's boyfriend's house, and we're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, I get it, Randall. I'm like, we just want to help. I offered to help. I said, Randall, I can come down there with my car. We can pack up my car of stuff that your mom wants to salvage. And the impression I got is that Randall wants to do it himself and help his mom out. And he's like, well, I've already got plans Saturday, Fears. All day Saturday. Like, he goes, I'm getting up early in the morning, and we're going to do more trips of salvaging stuff. Then around 4 or 5, I'm taking my mom out to dinner. And then my mom for her birthday. I don't know if her birthday's on Saturday, Vic, or if they just are celebrating his mom's birthday on Saturday. Because I never asked when Mrs. Brown's birthday is. I should have, but I forgot to ask. He goes, right after dinner, Fears, I'm taking my mom out to karaoke, and then we're going to go dancing and stuff. I was like, that's great, Randall. I think that's great. I think that's fantastic. So I offered my help. I did. He says, have you helped? I've offered to help. And Randall said that him and his mom and his mom's boyfriend all want to do it themselves. Is what I got from the phone call. I offered to help. So he still wants to hang out, Vic. But he canceled again on Saturday because I wanted to drive down and give him some money. He said, Fears, I'm so busy on Saturday. And Zach wanted to donate. And Dave, we were all going to go down there Saturday. And then after we gave Randall some money and helped him out, we were all going to go out to lunch. I was going to buy Randall lunch. So he said, Fears, we can still do that, just not this Saturday. So Randall canceled again. I get it, though. He's going through so much stress and stuff. And I'll get back to your question in a minute, Vic, where Zach is. So I said, all right, Randall. I said, well, whenever you want our help and whenever you want me to come down and donate some money, I will. So I'm just trying to go at Randall's speed because I'm sure Randall's still bummed. And I'm like, Randall, I'm just trying to be a good friend. I'm just trying to help you out. So he said, Fears, I promise, next week. So next week, whether the guys want to or not, I'm just going to drive down there and do it. Yo! There he is. Zach, literally, Vic just said, hey, where's Zach been? I was literally about to say, Zach, man, that was spooky. That was spooky. Literally, I was about to say, Vic, I talked to Zach, and I did so there. Ask and you shall receive, Vic. There he is. There's Zach. So, I'll have Zach respond to your question. I'm going to call Zach right now and be like, Zach, Vic wants to know where you've been, what you've been up to. So, I'll get him on the phone right now. You pick up that phone, Zach. Yo! Hey, Zach. Literally, it was cool, but it was also spooky. I was telling everybody, that Randall canceled again.
Yeah,
And
I was watching the entire time.
Oh, okay, good. And I was
saw everyone commenting.
Yeah, and I said, it's not your fault, not my fault. I said, Randall, what I got from the phone call was Randall's not really in the hangout mood right now. And I get it. Him and his mom, for days on end, have been driving back and forth, salvaging what they can and taking it all to Randall's mom's boyfriend's house. So I said, Randall, I offered my help. I said, me, Zach, and Dave could put stuff in our cars and drive it over to your mom's boyfriend's house. What I got is that I think he just wants to do it for his mom, and I get it, He wants to help out his mom, and then he wants his mom's boyfriend, because Randall and his mom's boyfriend get along quite well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's cool, Randall. I'm like, if you guys just want to do that yourself, I said, I just want to donate some money, because the trolls. If I don't go down there soon and donate some money, Larry and all those other trolls are going to be like, oh, you don't care about your friend. And I do.
You know what I say? I say, fuck the trolls. They can go to hell.
There you go. Me too, Zach. I second that. So when I was on the phone and Vic and everybody can listen to me, I said, Randall, whenever you want me to come down, I said, I've already got some money pulled out. I said, I'm going to donate either $200 or $300. You and Dave can donate whatever you want. Dave said he was thinking about buying some food for Randall and his mom. And I said, that's great. I said, whatever you want to, I said, if you want to donate some food or some clothing, whatever, Dave. I said, if you want to donate some money, whatevs, like anything.
Right.
I said, anything will help Randall. And so I just wanted everyone to know before I got into my live that I'm not the one canceling. It's Randall. But I said, I want to go at Randall's speed. Randall said he's been dying to meet you and Dave, like physically in real life. Like he said, Fears, they're great guys. They're like, I've been in lives with them. I said, they're dying to meet you, Randall. I said, I told them all about Cameo Man and all of our, all of our adventures in film school. He's like, Fears, I promise we'll meet them. So he says next week.
All right, I hope so.
So I said, Randall, please don't make it a third. I think this is the second time he's canceled. If he cancels a third time, I'm just going to drive down myself and just hand him the money. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah.
Because I'm like, Randall, anyway. Yo, what's up, Carrie? So Vic said, I thought I was about to tell Vic where you've been, but I was like, I'll just get Zach on the phone and you can just tell. Vic said, where have you been? Where's Zach been? Like, I guess he's wondering because you haven't uploaded any content in a while.
I uploaded a little bit.
A bit, yeah. So Vic wanted to know where else have you been? Just busy?
Yeah, just busy with the kids and stuff.
No, that's what I thought it was. So, yeah. All right, cool. All right, well, I'll let you get back to the chat so you can chat, and I'm going to start. I decided to do a topic on you tonight, Zach.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I'm waiting for.
Top 10 ZachVids, and I'm about to get into it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just thought, you know what? Like, there's no, because, normally before, my thumbnails?
Yeah.
Well, there's no holidays coming up except for in a couple weeks. It's my dad's birthday, and I'm gonna use one of a picture of me and my dad, for that, for those thumbnails. And then when St. Patrick's Day gets closer, then there's gonna be a lot of thumbnails of that. So in between, I was like, well, I need a thumbnail, and I love that cartoon version of you, Zach.
That's my caricature.
I love that. So I was like, Zach won't mind if I use it as a thumbnail, and then I was just going to use it as a thumbnail, and then as I was uploading the thumbnail and setting up my live, I was like, wait a minute. I've got a spark of inspiration, and I said, I've never done a top 10 list of Zach's videos. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do one for D-Man, because D-Man has been pumping out the content. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't seen
Oh, God, they're so funny. So he's got me as a squirrel, and then D-Man as a squirrel, and we're running away from the cops. And we're throwing corn out the window for the corn to hit the police, and he goes, yo, what's up, cops? He goes, you're never going to catch the Fears, man. I got my corn. And I'm like, that's fucking great. I'm like, that's hilarious. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Then there's another one where I'm a squirrel, and I got my shades on, and it's my my Ray-Ban shades that I love, and I'm driving down the road, and Slimer is sitting next to me, and I'm like, yeah, dude, Slimer, I just got some corn. That's what's up, bro. So I was like, oh, these are fucking great. So tomorrow I'm going to do a top 10 list for D-Man.
Oh, that'd
that'd be cool.
Just like, and I thought, you know what? I said, I'll start with Zach, and then I'll do D-Man because he's been making so much content. Then I'll do one for Dave and one for Tina. Well, Tina doesn't have 10 videos up, so I'll pick like my favorite 5 or whatever. And then I'm going to do one for Hollywood and so on and so forth.
All right.
Because, I mean, I've got the best fans, the best friends in the community and outside the community. And I thought that would be a nice gesture on my part.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Carrie says today is the anniversary, 2 years since my dad died, so I'm kind of sad and missing him. Carrie, I miss my dad. I miss my dad every day, so I know what Carrie's going through. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna get to the so before anything, because I have until 11, because 11 our time is 10 Lantern time, and Lantern's going live at 10. So I'm gonna get moseying on that.
All right.
So stay for the top 10 of the Zach Attack videos. That's right, y'all.
I sure will. That's right, y'all.
That's right, y'all. Oh damn! Hey, Zach, I just wanted to say thanks, man, for all the support and you being such a great friend, buddy.
No problem. You know I'm there for you.
You are a great friend. You've been there, through thick and thin, through the good times, the bad times. You remind me of my buddy Eric. Eric is my buddy in Missouri. Eric, we've been through so much shit together, and I look forward to more years of friendship with you too, man. Because every time we go out like vlogging, it's always a good time. It's always a good time. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the hangout this weekend.
Yeah.
James was ranting to his dad about going mini golfing, and Dave was like, "Hey, Fierce, you want to go golfing since we're not doing the Randall thing?" I was like, "I'm down." I said, I love real golf. I love me some mini golf. I will be there with bells on, my friend. So yeah. Zach, I don't know. Do you think you'll beat me again? Because now we're doing official, like, 18 holes of golf. I don't know. Because there's very few...
Maybe I'll beat you this time.
I'm telling you, very few people have ever beat me in mini golf. Few. I mean, usually the first few holes, you get warmed up. That thing only had 7 holes, and I was like, this ain't proper golf,
Yeah.
That was the most weirdest type of golf I've ever played, but... I was like, you know what, Zach won. I shook your hand like a man. I was like, hey, man, congratulations,
Yeah.
Some of the trolls were saying, oh, Fears was butthurt. I was like, no, I wasn't butthurt whatsoever,
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right, well, I'm going to get to
We need to go on Saturday. We need to go to Pirates Cove.
Well, I think Dave's going to allow James to pick, the golf course.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know what type of golf course they got in stored, so... I mean, you could mention it to James if you want to go. Like, hey, James, have you ever went to Pirates Cove?
Yeah.
But Dave said he's going to allow James to pick the mini golf because I guess James has been wanting to go play mini golf with his dad for so long. And I was like, Dave, that's cool. I'm like, whatever you want to do. I'm like, if you want to play mini golf, I'm like, yeah, let's mini golf it up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So we're all meeting over at the Fears Man's house. That's right, y'all.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to get off and do the top 10, and then you can stay for as long as you want.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Because I know Mike's live, so people have been jumping back and forth. Because I got.
Right now, Mike's got like 24, 25 people watching, and they're all your regulars.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I don't care. People can jump back and forth. I mean, everyone should be allowed to stream whenever they want.
Yeah.
Like the dibs thing, I don't really care about the dibs things anymore. Just, I'm going to get them in whenever I can, Mike's real busy, so whenever he gets them in, he gets them in. To me, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, so when people tune in, that's when they tune in.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. All right, buddy, well, I'll see you later.
All right, peace.
Bye-bye. All right. I mean, good for Mike. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. He's been knocking it out of the park. He's definitely been knocking it out of the park. Give me 1 second here. All right, there we are. All right, so that's what he's been up. That's what he's been up to. Vic. Let me catch up on the chat, and then we'll do the Zach thing. Just checking in. I'm watching the Olympics. Carrie, how's the Olympics been going, by the way? Because I haven't been watching. I'll be streaming tonight later on. Right on, Carrie. Hi, Tina. Hi, Zach. Hey, Vic. Today's the anniversary. Carrie, I'm sorry to hear that, because that's, I miss my dad every day. So I get it, Carrie. I get it. Losing a family member is hard. So, yeah. Let's see. Hey, Carrie, did you watch the female speed skating? Did you see they just found proof Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself? No, I didn't, Vic. But they did it's interesting you bring him up. I've got not the whole set of Unsolved Mysteries, but a lot of them. And they did a whole, Unsolved Mysteries episode on Kurt Cobain. So he didn't kill himself. Wow. So they did that conspiracy thing. Did he? Did he not? Anyway. I'm enjoying watching it every day. That's cool, Carrie. All right, so top 10 Zach Attack videos. That's right. Zach videos. And I've watched almost every single video of Zach. I try to watch as much of my friends' content as I can because, they watch me, so yeah. All right, so there it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, Mike just finished. Well, there you go. Hope you had a good live, Zach. Mike. Excuse me. Hilarious. So there you are. All right. It ends on Sunday. Oh yeah. I don't know, Carrie. I've just been so busy with my content and my work and stuff. I didn't really tune into the Olympics. I'm sure it was good, but it just normally whenever I lived with my mom, my dad, I watched a lot of the Olympics with them, but I don't know, just as a young single guy, I didn't watch it this year, but yeah. Maybe next time. All right, so let me open up Zach's channel and let me just go through all these. But yeah, because there's no holidays coming up, at first I was just going to use the Zach photo just as some inspiration. I was like, you know what? I like that cartoon of Zach. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll just use that. And then I got a struck of genius. I was like, well, since I'm using the Zach thumbnail, I said, I'll honor Zach. And then I just thought, you know what? I've never done a top 10 or any topic on Zach. I've had him on the show, and I've interviewed him and all that, but, I thought, you know what? Zach's a good friend. And then I'm going to do one for D-Man tomorrow because he's been pumping out the content. The Incredible Impression. There we go. All right, so the first one I'm going to put down. Let me see. I'm going to go into his videos, and I'll even pick some of his lives too. Because I'll jump around. I gotta do the first two. Is the last two vlogs he uploaded. The Orlando Collector Fest Part 1 and Part 2, because I was in those. That was such a good time. Those I have to put down as 1 and 2 because we were all there. The whole group was there. Zach, me, James, Jeff, Tina, Mike, Dave. We were all there. And then we were hanging out with all of our convention buddies at the fucking, thing. So those two for sure. So yeah. Sorry, Carrie, and I'll try to limit the curse words. So the first one, Orlando Collector Fest, Part 1, and then I'm gonna do Part 2. So those are the first two, and then let's see. Let me scroll down here. Visiting Adam the Woo's final resting place. And then we went to Atomic Horror. That one was cool because we went to his grave, so I'm definitely going to put that one down. So visiting. I was at that one as well, visiting Adam's grave. That was a good one. Because we honored him. And Dave just told me that they recently put in a bench. Because Adam... Oh, I forgot where he's born. Well, his dad had such a big job, and his dad's name is Jim, and Jim's been in a lot of his videos. They moved around a lot, so I think Adam was born... I forgot. Hang on. Let me ask Meta. I forgot where he's born born. Because Zach told me. Hey, Meta, where is Adam the Woo, famous YouTuber? Where was he born?
You must be thinking of Adam Savage.
No, I'm thinking of Adam the Woo.
Adam, 22, from No Jumper.
Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. You know what? I'll ask Google. Or maybe, Zach, do you know? I can't remember where he's born. Anyway, long story short, he, Dave told me they put in a park bench for Adam. And I was like, Dave, we got to go down there and sit on the bench. And they have a picture of Adam, and I guess they have a plate. They have a plate saying this bench in celebration is dedicated to Adam. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, that's really cool. So, yeah. All right, Mississippi. So, yeah. So, Zach, I have to put in that one. Elvis's hometown. Okay. So, but they didn't end up staying there because Adam's dad, his job, I forgot what Adam's dad did. Adam's dad, they just moved around every couple of months. So I remember the 4 times that I met Adam, he said, oh, Fears, by 18, I had lived in like 40 different states. And I was like, really? He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, my dad's job took me here, there, and everywhere. He goes, so whenever I started to become a big vlogger, a big inspiration was my dad because I was so used to like, oh, we're only going to live here for 8 or 9 months. Oh, we got to pack up and go over here. I said, oh, is that why you, I said, Adam, is that why you would always jump around? He goes, well, I did it for 2 reasons, Fears. He goes, my fans loved me going to different states and vlogging and going nuts. And I was like, yeah, I said, I loved it too. He goes, but another inspiration, I like to be on the move. Like how I was as a kid, because my dad would be like, hey, we're going to live here for 6 months, and then my job's got to go over here. So, yeah. Oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong, Zach. Literally, I remember Adam telling me he lived a lot more times than 13 times. No. It was around 30 or 40 times if memory serves me right. So, yeah. So, a lot of his time, though, was spent in Florida. So, Wikipedia could be wrong, Zach, but I remember Adam said, if memory serves me right, I'm trying to do this by memory, so if I get it wrong, I apologize. He said when he was young, he went to 30 or 40 states, you know, I mean, by the time he was 18. So, plus he's a little older than us, Zach, so I'm not, let me call Zach real quick. Because I'm not trying to call Zach a liar, I'm not. But that's the 3rd one on the list. Oh, hang on. Zach? Yo! Hey, so I'm not calling you a liar, man. I'm just saying, whenever I talked to Adam, he said him and his dad were always moving around because of his dad's job. What did his dad do again? I forgot.
He was a pastor his whole career.
Okay, maybe that's why they moved around so much, but I remember Adam telling me at one time, before he was 18, that his family had been traveling around to at least 30, it was either 30 states or 40 states, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
But I remember him saying that. He either said it when me and Sega met him the last time or the 3rd time. I remember I said, hey, like, I brought it up. I was like, hey, is that the reason why you travel to so many states? And he said, well, for 2 reasons. One, I loved moving around as a kid, and my dad inspired me. I said, yeah, my dad and my grandfather inspired me, too, with all the filming and all that stuff. Because my dad liked video and photography, and so did my grandpa.
Yeah.
And I wish, the old Fears classic memory, he either said by the time he was 18, he went to either 30 states or 40. I wish I could remember. So
yeah, I don't remember.
So, because you know, sometimes Wikipedia isn't exactly right, so I wasn't calling you a liar at all.
Oh, I know.
And because I've looked up stuff about famous people, you know, on their Wikipedia page, and I'm like, well, that's not right. I'm like, I remember I looked up, they had, on Wikipedia one time, you know, when I was preparing all that, you know my friend Kevin Caliber, you know that actor?
Yeah.
Well, they said that Kevin had died, and I'm like, well, he didn't die because he's on my fucking panel.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's wrong. And so, you know, the internet's gonna say a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and I was like, I think I brought that up to Kevin before we went live, and he was like, Piers, you know, I'm your friend. We've been friends. I said, yeah. I said, Kevin, it's the internet. I said, obviously you're not dead. You know.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, so that's what Wikipedia said. I know he lived a lot of his life in Florida.
Yeah, he did.
But I had to put that down because that hangout we did a lot. We did the grave, and then it says visiting Adam the Woo's final resting place, White Castle at Atomic. I said, well, that's a great live.
Yeah.
So the
I did the Harold Kumar thing at White Castle.
Yeah, that's why. And so the next one I'm gonna do is Forever, Adam the Woo's final resting place when we went to his house, because that was a great vlog too that we did together.
Yeah, I mean, I almost broke down. I was trying my best to maintain my composure, but you saw me shaking.
You were more than shaking, buddy. I mean, I was like, oh man, I'm like, it was definitely, like, I get emotional different. Like, I don't let people see. I do it a lot, like, off camera.
There's a lot of times, I mean, I'm mainly trying to do it off camera.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just cannot contain myself.
No, I get it. I get it. And, I mean, I broke down a couple times on camera, but I try not to. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, but that's definitely number 4. I'm sorry, number 3 is visiting Adam's grave. Number 4 is when we went to his house, because that one was a great vlog.
Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously.
And you've been knocking him out of what happened?
Larry's typing me.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he said, LOL, Fear's trying to argue with you on Adam the Woo housing. Why does he always try to prove you wrong?
No, see, that's wrong. That's wrong. I was not trying to prove you wrong. I'm just saying Wikipedia is not always right.
Yeah.
And Adam, it came right out of the horse's mouth. Adam said, I don't remember exactly, but he said something to the effect, because I brought up his vlogging stuff, one of the four times I met him, and I remember him saying something to the effect of, oh, Fears, before I was 18, me and my dad and my mom and my sister went to it. He either said at least 30 states or 40 states. Mm-hmm. And then I brought up to him and said, oh, whenever you vlog, is that why you're always on the go and you're always filming different states? He goes, well, I do it for 2 reasons. I remember him saying that. He goes, I do it because my fans love seeing me get as much crazy, cool footage and me traveling as possible. And he goes, and I'm used to it because my father would move us around all the time, because I guess because he was a pastor. Adam said they would live somewhere for 6 or 7 months, and then, all right, it's time to pack it up and then go. But you know how Larry is. Larry's going to down me no matter how many times, because he doesn't like me. So he's going to...
He said the community is getting sick of his shit.
Larry's or mine?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you saying?
The community is getting sick of his shit.
Oh, are they? Oh, well, good. I thought I was all alone. So it's not just me. You're getting sick of it. I know Kate's getting sick of it. Everything. So yeah. All right. Let's open up the
channel is done. It's over.
Wait, who said that?
Larry said that.
Wait, my channel's done?
Yeah. Tell him his channel is done. It's over.
Well, there's nothing he can do about it. I mean, I'm gonna keep filming my stuff. I haven't said anything about it. Again, I don't bring him up unless somebody brings him up. Like, I wasn't gonna bring him up tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about.
No, it's all right. I mean, I didn't say anything bad about him. He's just upset. So you're saying people in the Discord are saying that they're getting sick and tired of Larry's shit?
No. People are saying that he's saying people are getting tired of your shit.
Well, I haven't done anything.
I know.
I mean, I literally have not done anything. Larry's always the instigator. That's what I was. I'm
not trying to put you in a bad mood.
I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just saying.
All right, good.
I stopped. I stopped wishing death upon Larry. I mean, I don't like him, but like you guys were right. You can still hate someone and not wish death upon someone.
Yeah.
So I stopped that. So it's just Larry doesn't like me. I don't like Larry. So of course, but I don't know why the community would say that because I haven't done anything. Larry's always the instigator.
Yeah.
Like,
oh jeez.
Like. So let me ask you a question because now that we're getting into this, have I ever called someone for 6.5 months? No. Have I like hacked into Kate's Discord? No. So they should be sick of Larry's shit.
Yeah.
So do you mind? I'm not gonna make fun of anyone. Do you mind who actually said we're getting sick of Fears' shit? Who is it? Larry saying that, or is it?
No.
Is it Larry saying that, or is it other people saying that?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm just saying you shouldn't say something unless you know. Like I can understand if Larry said it because I'm sick of Larry's shit. But I don't want you or me or anyone to put words in other people's mouths. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, just be truthful. Did Larry say he's getting sick of my shit, or was it other community members?
I don't know exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, then, never mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, but because no one said anything to me in my chat, like they know that we don't like each other, and I've told my fans I will never unblock him. When I say I'm done with someone, I'm done with someone, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I've given Larry plenty of chances. Like, again, I wasn't going to bring him up until you said something, you know? But I'll stick up for myself. Anyway, I'm going to get back to your top 10 list, buddy, but I just wanted to call and tell you about that. But I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus. I wasn't trying to call you a liar because I didn't want people thinking. I'm just going by what Adam told me.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to do. All right, I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye, buddy. I don't know why they would be sick of my stuff. Larry's always been the instigator, so, but I mean, if that's the way people think, I'm just going to do, hang on, Zach just sent me something. Yeah, so Zach got it wrong. It wasn't the community. Larry's saying that. Well, Larry is such a psychotic, crazy guy. I guarantee it's not the community that's saying stuff. I'm not going to read this. You know, because I'm not going to throw Zach under the bus, but it basically, Larry said that he's sick of Fears' shit, and he says the community. Yeah, so it makes no wonder why Larry would say that. Larry's trying to get the whole community against me, and that's not going to happen because Larry's always been the instigator. Larry's always been the instigator ever since day one. You know, so, anyway, yeah. Anyway, oh, no. Zach didn't make anything up. Here, I'll show you real quick. Zach sent me a message. Look, Zach sent me a message. He screenshot it. So, Zach, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. But, it makes no wonder, Cave, because if Larry's sick of it, you have to take what Larry's saying with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's why I stay out of those Discords because so much crazy shit goes on in those Discords, you know? Anyway, so yeah. So yeah. Hang on, give me 1 second. Hey Zach, I hope you don't mind. I was sticking up for you, man. Cave says, Zach, did you just make that up? I said, nope, he didn't make that up. I didn't show the entire message. I just quickly showed the little picture that you sent me.
Yeah.
So I was like, Zach's not making it up. I said, I'm not throwing Zach under the bus. Notice how Larry started some shit. So he started it tonight. I rarely start it. I usually stick up for myself. I wasn't going to bring up Larry at all. I was just going to keep doing my show, which I am, because I have until 11, because that's 10 Lanterns time. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have brought him up, but since you brought him up, and then you brought up, you have to take what Larry says with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he says the community's getting sick and tired of my shit, well then prove it. Prove it. I haven't done anything wrong. Larry's always been the instigator. Kate wrote me the other day. I'm not going to say everything that Kate said. She basically said, Larry's insane for hacking into my Discord profile or whatever the hell it is, because I don't know much about Discord. And he sent her pizzas. Have I ever sent anyone pizzas? No. At all.
Yeah.
So that's pretty psychotic. Have I ever called anyone for 6.5 months? No. So
Right.
I've just stuck up for myself. So you have to take everything that he says with a grain of salt. Obviously, he doesn't like me. I don't like him. I addressed the thing about, hey, wishing death upon him. I haven't done that at all since they were like, hey, Fears, you got to stop doing that. And I said, okay, you guys are right. I shouldn't do that. I said, you can still hate someone and not wish death upon them. So I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, yeah.
So if you wouldn't have brought him up, I definitely would have not done anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to go on. But I mean, I appreciate you sending it, but you have to take what he says with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to do my content the best of my ability, because there's never enough hours in the day, Zach.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm trying to find a better job, and then I got to go off to work, and then I watch my movies, and then I prepare, and I've got a big interview coming up soon.
Ooh, nice.
You know, actually 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I told the fans one of them, I have a really old, really cool, he's been my friend for a while. He's an actor, and I've been wanting to get him on the show, but he's always acting, you know, he's always doing gigs. It's been hard to get him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, dude, I've got a really, really big interview, and you know which one I'm talking about. Don't say his name, Zach, but I've got a real big YouTuber guy coming up soon.
Ooh, yeah.
You know exactly who I'm talking about, right?
Sort of, kinda.
Well, remember I told you the 2 interviews? I got my friend Billy, the other guy. You know the other guy I'm talking about?
Not really.
Who's the guy that we're going to hang out with soon? That guy.
Oh, yeah.
So I got that. So I told my friend Billy, I'm doing that interview first, and then I'm going to do him. But don't tell the fans at all, because I want it to be a total surprise, that big interview. I don't care. I don't care how much they pry. Don't tell them, Zach. Don't tell them at all.
Right.
Because it'll be worth the surprise. So, and I don't have any fear of Larry taking my channel down, because I've never used any of Larry's content at all.
Yeah.
So, and that's how it's gonna be. I've never.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna just keep doing my thing, and as long as I don't, it's him usually harassing me.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. Now, I agree I shouldn't have, wished death upon him and all that stuff, but this all started because I timed him out, and then I blocked him. And then he started a full-on war. Why do you think YouTube made the timeout and blockout button? Because people get sick and tired of people's shit.
Yeah.
And I gave him plenty of chances. I said, listen, I've got only 2 rules for my lives. Don't cause chaos in the chat, and let's just all try to get along, because I hate drama.
Yeah.
I hate even talking about this right now. So yeah.
I'm sorry, John.
No, it's all right. Listen, I'm not gonna you can talk about whatever you want. I mean, I would be a shitty friend if I said, "Oh, Zach, shut up. Don't talk about that." I had no idea that you were gonna bring that up. That's how life is. You just have to roll with the punches, you know.
Yeah.
So I try to eliminate. What I'm trying to say is, I eliminate the negative stuff as best I can.
Yeah.
And people just have to learn that they just can't say and do whatever the hell they want. And Larry feels like he can say and do whatever the hell he wants, and he can't. And he just kept up in the ante and up in the ante and up in the ante, and I just got sick of it. And I'm like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
And he's the psychotic one that keeps. He's turned into a full-on stalker. I'm not the only one. Yakov said it to his face. He said, "Larry, you're nuts. You're a psycho." On Yakov's show. So it's not just me. So when he says, "Oh, Fears the community's had enough of your shit," you have to take what he says with a grain of salt. He wants to start as much drama. Watch it. As soon as he gets on Lannon's show tonight, he's going to beat me to the punch. He's going to be on there for 5 hours, ranting and raving all of his old jargon bullshit.
Yeah.
You know he will.
Oh, yeah.
And I even told Lantern, I said, Lantern, it's been an okay week, so I said I may come on, I may not. I'm definitely not coming on there with him, and everyone thinks that I'm afraid. I'm not. I just don't want to deal with his bullshit anymore. I'm sick and tired of his bullshit. Because he says the same old shit over and over and over and over and over and over, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes YouTube's fun, and sometimes YouTube is not fun because of him. Like, I don't want to deal with all the dramas. I just want to do my streams whenever I want. I want to do my vlogs whenever I want, and I'm going to put up my content, and I've said it since day one. You either like me or you don't. You don't like me, there's the door, move on. If you do like me, great. Stay in the chat. Let's all get along. Let's all have fun. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I wish me and Larry could get along, but he's too old and too stubborn, and he just wants to do whatever the hell he wants, and he loves trolling, Zach. Trust me.
Yeah.
He loves it. I told you since day one you should block him and move on, but you're your own person. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But I made a conscious decision. I'm like, I'm not going to put up with this guy's crap anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I chat blocked him, and he's not welcome on any of my stuff. I know he still watches. I know he's watching right now because if he wasn't watching, he wouldn't be sending you. I feel bad for you and Dave and Kate and everybody else because now that he can't get to me, he's writing you a million messages. He's writing Kate and going fucking nuts on her. And then he's been writing messages to Dave. Dave's told me saying, oh, please give me, Fears' new number. And Dave's like, yeah, you're nuts. I'm not going to give you his number.
Yeah.
And I know you never would. Tina, Mike, none of those people would because everyone knows that he's certifiably insane. And I don't want any more drama. I'm like, dude, I've actually done the opposite. What's the word when I've distanced myself from him as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
But he still keeps coming back. Why do you think he keeps coming back? Because he loves the drama. I don't.
Yeah.
So he's got a bunch of screws loose. So you have to take what he says with a grain of salt is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to get back to your top 10 list, buddy. So this is dedicated to you. So let's
thank you.
No worries. Let's stop talking about that crazy guy and let's get back to the chat. Let's get back to you, man, because this is your time to shine.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, the incredible impression.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Zach, in the words of Nixon, I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook.
Now, hashtag 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
And you know what? Larry needs to get it through his thick fucking skull that Fears is not a crook. I'm not the bad guy. I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. Leave me alone, you crazy asshole, Larry. You're a fucking crazy 55-year-old man. We get it. You don't like me. I don't like you. Fuck off. I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Give me strength, oh Lord.
Yeah.
I'm able to screw my enemy.
He's nuts. He's crazy. He's insane.
Yeah.
The fighting continues. I don't care. Great, Larry, you hate my guts. So do I. I hate your guts. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Anyway. Well, buddy, I'm gonna get back to the podcast and catch up with the fans. So I'm gonna read the chat because I didn't turn off the chat. I just I shut my I closed my window down to talk to you. I'm gonna open it back up here in a minute.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to focus on our conversation. So just take what I'll read all the pictures and all the messages that you sent me after my live. Because I have until 11, because Lantern's going, 11 my time is 10 Lantern's time, and it's 9:27, so I've got an hour and 27 minutes to fit everything in before Lantern goes live.
All right.
So, yeah. Which should be more than enough time, so yeah. But I appreciate you telling me, but you just have to take what he says with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
He just wants to ruin my life as much as possible, and he wants to make me, he's trying to make me out to be the bad guy when really it's him. This could have been solved a long time ago. Just follow 2 little rules. Don't cause chaos in the chat, and let's just all try to get along. And he refused to do that. I said, okay, well then the hell with you. I'm sick of your bullshit. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Am I making troll videos? No, I'm not. He's making troll videos. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'll let you go, buddy.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
But And I was honest. I haven't watched every single one of your videos, but I've watched almost every single, because I try to watch as much of my friends' footage, because you guys are watching my footage. So I already told the fans, I'm not lying, I haven't watched all of Zach's videos, but I've watched a lot of his. So I said I should be able to pick 10 good ones out, the ones I've seen. And obviously I'm going to put the ones down that I'm in, because me and you had a good time in them.
Yeah, we did.
And I'm going to do one for D-Man tomorrow, because D-Man has been pumping out the... my favorite one so far, I've got two favorites, where I'm sitting in a nice sports car with D-Man, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm about to go get some corn, man. And then Slimer's like in the passenger seat. That one's good. And then when I'm a squirrel, D-Man's a squirrel, and we're running away from the cops, and me and D-Man are throwing corn out the window to hit the cop cars. And he's like, I guess I'm fleeing the scene. I'm like, you can't catch me, yo, I got my corn, or whatever the hell I said. Those two videos are fucking hilarious. I loved them. I thought they were great. I was like, this is amazing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I said, I'll do the Zach tribute today, and tomorrow before Lannon's show, I'll do the D-Man and then I'll pick, 10 of my favorites, well, Tina doesn't have 10 yet, but I'll pick 4 or 5 of my favorites of hers. I'll do the same thing for Mike's and everybody else's, because I love my friends and my fans. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I got the greatest friends and fans in the world, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, I've said it since day one. Not everyone's going to like you. Larry, Quentin, Moody, those guys are the few bad apples that don't like me, and I'm like, it's okay. You can't please everybody. I don't like you assholes either, so it just is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I've said everything that I could. I'm like, either watch me or don't watch me. I don't care. So I'm not the one, like, literally, Larry has got a few screws loose. No one would put this much time and effort into I'm no one special. I'm a nerd from Missouri that moved to Florida.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about me at all.
Yeah.
But he puts so much time and effort into these stupid videos and, like, oh, I'm going to expose Fears and I'm going to do this and Fears is horrible. I'm like, I'm not that horrible. I'm a goofy nerd that loves to bullshit with his friends about movies and do Disney vlogs and do other type of tourist attraction vlogs, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I die, it'll say, here lies the Fears man, lover of movies and lover of his friends and family. It won't say anything like Fears, invented a new powerful light bulb like Thomas Edison, like, it won't say anything grand of that. It'll just say, like, Fears loved his friends and his families, and I love my movie Gems. It'll say something like that.
Yeah.
Because I like to keep things simple, and like Vision said it, Fears, people relate to you because you're the everyman, you're the guy next door. And I'm like, well, that's awesome, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
So you're going to have some bad apples. So I just keep me updated on the crazy asshole, and, he won't stop, so you just have to ignore him as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, Zach, the only way that he'll stop is if he passes away one day or he just decides on his own to leave the community, which that'll never happen.
Yeah.
And that's not a death threat. I'm just saying everybody dies at some point.
Right.
Whenever he passes away, then I don't have to worry about Larry anymore. So I'm not wishing death upon him. I'm just saying that's the only way that he'll ever stop is one of those two things. And if I'm being honest, he'll never leave the community. Ever.
Yeah.
He'll always troll me. So I've accepted it and be like, all right, I'm never getting rid of this guy. So just accept it, Fears. He's going to say something bad. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, no matter how many videos I make, anything that comes out of this mouth, he'll be like, oh, you're lying. You're an asshole, Fears. You're the worst.
Yeah.
I've accepted it. So I love my friends and my family, and I love my loving and loyal fans, and I'm not going to worry about, asshole Larry.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at it. Quentin stopped. I mean, the only time I've seen Quentin, and Quentin in his heyday was like the Grand Master Troll.
Right.
The only time Quentin trolls me now is every once in a while I'll pop into the Discord and I still see him in there.
Yeah.
And then he'll say something stupid. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, Quentin. But he used to make tons of accounts like Quentin 1, Quentin 2, Quentin 3, and I would just keep blocking him. He wasn't really that creative at all either. Like, it would always be he would always say something, something Quentin, and then I would block it right away because I'm like, well, I don't want to deal with Quentin shit either.
Yeah.
So he never got it. Like, oh, if Quentin hided his name, then he probably could have got away with it. But he just kept saying, Quentin 27. Quentin hates fears. And so anytime I saw Quentin, I'm like, I'm not dealing with him. Bam, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I've accepted it, buddy. All right, I'm going to get back to your... I've got 3 so far. So I got the Orlando Collector Fest Part 2, and then visiting Adam's grave. Probably the next one will be when we went to Atomic Horror and White Castle and all that. Because that's the same.
Yeah.
That's the same day that we went to his. We did his house first. We went to his house, and then later on, you said, "Hey, Fierce, I found out where his grave is." His dad and his mom posted all that stuff online. I went, "Oh, great, cool." I'm like, "Let's go do that."
Yeah.
So that'll be that's going to be the 4th one, buddy. But yeah, all right, man. I'll see you later.
All right. See you later.
All right, bye-bye. All right. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Because Zach brought it up, I just had to address it. So everything that I said to Zach, I said it to you guys too. Take what Larry says with a grain of salt. You know, he's always going to hate me. He's always going to give me shit. It's not a big deal. He thinks it's a big deal, but it isn't a big deal to me. Do I think magically he's going to like me someday? No. So when Zach said, "Oh no, Fears, Larry's saying the community's sick and tired," that's a lie. Because if they were, I wouldn't have anyone in my chat right now. You know? Deep down, if you think about it, you guys are probably sick and tired of the Larry fighting. Because I'm not fighting with Larry. I've distanced myself as much as I can from him because I don't want to deal with him anymore. So, that was a lie. So, all right, let me reopen up my chat and I'll catch up with you guys. All right. So, sorry about that. So, it is what it is. All right. Yo, what's up, Tylenol? Good to see you. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. All right, let's see here. Just needed to make sure. We need to know who said it, though. Well, Larry said it. Larry said it. He shouldn't be like people are saying they're tired of your antics and not name. It's Larry saying that. Larry's saying that he's sick and tired, or the community's sick and tired of my shit, when Larry's done it. So, yeah. Oh, it absolutely is. Larry is gaslighting. Oh, yeah, for sure. You know? Anyway. I'm not acting crazy, Carrie. I'm just sticking up for myself. I mean, I'm completely fine. What's up, Tylenol? He says, yo, what's up, Fears, man? Shout out to the community. Tylenol, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. All right, so let's get back to this. All right, so let me pull up the old Zach. All right, so the next one is Forever Adam the Woo Final Welfare. Well, that wasn't the final one, but we thought it was until Dave found out where his grave was. So that's the 4th one, because I was in that one. So Forever Adam the Woo. That's the next video of Zach's that I really liked. Forever the Adam the Woo. The next one, I loved Zach's prime rib roast. Whenever he made that, I love that vlog. I watched all that. Got 134 views. The prime rib roast one is absolutely fantastic. If you guys have never checked that one out, you guys gotta check that. So that's number 5. So, and man, that was some good eat. I bet that was some good eats, Zach. Cause man, it looked good, buddy. So the prime rib one, and then let's see here. What else? I really liked Fear's guest hosting because Zach had something wrong with his teeth, and he said, Fears, I'm going to film, but do you mind being the host of my vlog? And no one's ever asked me to, like host a vlog. I've hosted live streams before, but I've never hosted a vlog before, so Zach, that's got to be the next one, buddy. So, Fears guest hosts Atomic Horror and Flea Market. So, Fears guest, that's number 6. So, and I appreciate you doing that, Zach. Again, Zach's a great friend. Here's guest hosts. And that was a great hangout. And then, obviously, I loved when me and Zach and Dave and Tina went out and did, you know, the golf face-off. So the golf face-off is definitely next. That's number 7. Golf face-off. And even though I lost, it was still fun. It was still a lot of fun. Let me scroll down here. Definitely spooktacular. Zach made 3 of them. So I'm just gonna put all for number 8. I'm just gonna write all 3 spooktacular because I can't pick, Zach. I cannot pick between your 3 spooktacular vlogs. We only went for 2 days, but Zach stretched it out to 3 vlogs. So all spooktacular. I'm sorry, not spooktacular. Spooky Empire, excuse me. I got spooktacular on the brain because that's another one. Spooky Empire, excuse me. All the Spooky Empire vlogs were fantastic. Number 9, I loved when me and Zach, we did a collab video, and it was just me and Zach, and we interviewed Greg Nicotero, the zombie. That's got to go on the list. Zach, that one was absolutely fantastic. So, the Greg Nicotero interview, and I couldn't believe, I was so starstruck. I literally had Zach, I had a hard time going over. I said, Zach, ask him if we can get an interview. He's like, Fears, like, I'm kind of shy too. Like, you're more outgoing. I said, Zach, not when it comes to the zombie king, or one of the zombie kings, Greg Nicotero. I'm like, dude, I was almost at a loss for words for once in my life. I said, Zach, he's so massive. I said, he worked on, Day of the Dead and The Walking Dead and all that. I said, I'm kind of nervous. Fears has been nervous in my life, here and there, but very few times. So, Zach actually went over and said, hey, do you guys, and Greg was actually packing up his stuff. So, I was like, okay. I was like, Zach, well, if we're going to do it, we got to do it now. He was literally packing up his stuff. It was on the very last day. And Zach, correct me if I'm wrong, there was maybe an hour or 2 left of the convention. Something like that. And I know it was getting towards the end. Zach, I can't remember, but Zach went over. Once Zach started talking and asking, then I got more courage to say, oh, hey, Greg, John Fears, big fan. Shook his hand. Zach shook his hand. He agreed to the interview, and I looked over at Zach. I said, Zach, we've only got one chance. He's not going to give us 2 separate interviews. You ask a question, then I'll ask a question. So we shared the interview. So, Zach, that has got to go on the list. That's number 9. So the Greg. There's so many good ones. I mean, Zach has put out way more content than I have. I've been slacking. I need to get up with the vlogage. So the Zach and Fears, Greg Nicotero interview. And he was so nice with his time, man. Such a nice guy. Greg Nicotero interview. That's number 9. And then number 10, it's going to be hard. One of the first, me and Zach hangouts was my birthday. I mean, we had hung out before then, but and he split that up into 3. It was one day, my birthday. We went to Disney, but he filmed so much that he did 3 vlogs of it. So, it's either going to be that, or I recently watched, where is it? Zach, it's one of your older vlogs. Where is it? Oh, Central Florida Collectors Fest in Lakeland. Because I think that was before we had met. Because Zach, we had met one time. Hang on, I need to confirm it was Zach. Because I forgot. Hey, Zach. Zach, you didn't put a date. It says you uploaded it 5 months ago. It says Central Florida Collectors Fest in Lakeland. That's not the time we met. We met a year or 2 ago at Super RetroCon.
Yeah, I didn't vlog that day.
Well, it says 5 months ago. It says Central Florida Collectors Fest in Lakeland. It's got 117 views.
Yeah.
So was that that was after we met, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just me and you, but me and you hadn't officially became friends.
Yeah.
Since that, right?
Right.
Okay, because we've only been friends for what, 5-6 months?
Yeah.
Like officially, like we would always just see each other randomly, like at the cons.
Yeah.
But we officially became friends like 5-6 months ago, and I was gonna put my birthday down. I think I'm gonna do top 12 because there's 3 more videos that I have to put down.
Yeah.
I need to put down the birthday hangout, and then I like your Lakeland vlog, just of you vlogging, and then there's another Beatles one I want to put down.
All right.
So, do you mind if I put 12 down instead of 10?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure that Lakeland one, so that one was before, like we had met, because we met, was it 2 years ago or a year and a half ago?
About a year and a half ago.
Year and a half ago at Super RetroCon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that Lakeland one was after we met, but before we officially became friends, because we were just kind of like acquaintances, kind of like convention buddies. Then I said, Zach, we have so much fun at the conventions, man. We actually got to hang out in real life.
Yeah.
And then we officially became friends like 6 months ago. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. I'll see you.
Hey, no problem. See ya.
All right, so I can't just pick 10 because Zach's got 3 more. So I'm going to put the Lakeland one, where it's just Zach, because I've seen that vlog. Lakeland Collectors Fest. That's him vlogging by himself. The next one I'm going to put is the Fears birthday videos. So Fears birthday videos. And then I'm going to do what was the Beatles one? Hang on. Give me a second. Which one is it? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm Zach. It wasn't the Beatles one. It was the really big birthday and really big new pair of shoes where you bought Mr. Rogers' shoes. It was 9.5 months ago. So where you bought Mr. Rogers' shoes and it was your birthday. I really enjoyed that vlog. So that's the last one I'm going to put. Mr. Rogers' shoes / birthday vlog. I really enjoyed that, Zach, because that was one of the first videos I watched on your channel. All right, so the top 10 Zach videos so far is the Orlando Collectors Fest 1 and 2, visiting Adam's grave, Forever Adam the Woo when we put a bunch of stuff down at his house, the prime rib roast when he made that, Fears guest hosts my vlog, Golf Face-Off, all the Spooky Empires, Greg Nicotero interview, the Lakeland Collectors Fest, Fears' birthday videos, and then Mr. Rogers' shoes / my birthday. So there we are. So tomorrow, I'm going to do one for D-Man. Yo, what's up, Visions? What's up, dude? You just got here, Visions. We just did, since there's not a lot of holidays coming up, buddy, I watched a little bit of Mike's, and I was editing, and I got a shower and stuff, and I'm trying to finish this. I have 1 hour left before Lantern goes live at 10, because it's 11 my time is Lantern's 10 o'clock time. So, there wasn't much. I forgot to talk about Ash Wednesday yesterday. I talked about the lunar year. Things have been going by so fast. So, I forgot to talk about Ash Wednesday. So yeah, on Ash Wednesday. So that's today. If I can't get to it today, then I'll do it tomorrow. So I didn't have any thumbnails. So I always love that thumbnail of Zach, and it just gave me an idea. I said, oh well, if I'm gonna use a Zach thumbnail, I'll do a topic on Zach. So you just got here, Vision. I just did the top 10 vlogs. So I did the Orlando Collector Fest 1 and 2, visiting Adam the Woo's grave, Forever Adam when we went to Adam's house. That was really cool because so many people showed up. When we got there, at least 30 or 40 people Some would stay and just put down flowers and then walk away. Some stayed. People were coming and going all the time. So yeah. Then Fears guest hosts one of my vlogs. That's cool because I had never guest host someone's vlog. I did a guest host for a live, but never a vlog. The Fears and Zach and Tina and Dave golf face-off. All the Spooky Empires. I know you don't like conventions, Visions, but you and your brother would love Spooky Empire. It was fucking wall-to-wall Halloween shit. That's where I got this from. Some guy was like, he had it on his table, and I was like, I remember that from my childhood. I'm like, give me that. And he's like, you want this? And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, right here. Here's the money. Boom. Give me that. So yeah. I haven't started watching it yet, but I will. So yeah, that convention was the shit, so that had to go on the list. Then I was so nervous. Before you came in, Vision, I was telling everybody, one of the videos, Zach did a Greg Nicotero, Fears and Zach collab, interviewing him. I was so nervous to walk up to one of the Zombie Kings. I was like, and he re-put together, not reconstruct, he fixed Bruce, the shark, the Jaws shark. He said, we found it in a junkyard, in an LA junkyard. I was like, well, that's not right. You guys got to pull that out. And he's like, oh yeah. He goes, I talked to Steven Spielberg. We bought it and we restored it to way it looked exactly like in the film. And I was like, that's fucking epic. That's fucking genius. Sorry, Carrie, I had to curse for that because it's Bruce the Shark. And I was like, that's right, y'all. So I put the Greg Nicotero interview on there. Then I liked just his standalone vlog of him at a convention, the Lakeland one. I went to that. We just didn't bump into each other that day. Then I liked all the Fears birthday vlogs because he came with me. And we had a good time. And then he bought Mr. Rogers shoes because I'm a big fan of Mr. Rogers. I used to, every Saturday morning, little Fears was sitting down watching some Won't You Be My Neighbor. That's right, y'all. Carrie says, oh, hi, Visions. And then he says, oh, hi, Carrie. Well, howdy, y'all. So that's right. All right, next topic. So, Zach, there you go. Those are my top 12. Because I couldn't pick just 10. All right. Let me grab my phone. I'm going to watch some trailers now. I'm going to select 2 because it's 9:51. So I'm trying to get everything in here before Lantern goes live. And then I had to address some Larry drama, Visions. Because he's trying to say that everyone's sick of my bullshit. I'm like, I haven't done anything to Larry. Larry is the one just spewing out all this Fears hate. And I'm like, whatever. All right, which one should I watch this time? I'm going to do The Abomination. I'm going to do this one. So we'll see if that makes the list. And then I'll review it. So there we go. See if that one makes the list. And then Carrie was telling us that she would watch all the Olympics. And I just didn't get into the Olympics this year. It just wasn't my thing, y'all. All right, so The Abomination trailer. Let's see if this is any good. All right, here we go. I don't know what year this is from. Hang on. I'll try to find it. Let's see here. I guess they remade it because there's a trailer for 2023. And then I guess they remade the Yeti because now they're making a new Yeti movie, 2026. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait, here we go. The Abomination, 1986. I guess this is it. All right, so here we go.
If the Colonel saw the price of a lunch today, he'd have some choice words.
All right, here we go.
With KFC's $5 bowls packed with...
I'm guessing this is it. Nice music. Very creepy. I like all the creepy music. All right. Some guy in a hotel. He's sitting down on the toilet. Is this the right one, Visions? He's sitting down on the toilet in this trailer. It says The Abomination, 1986. He's sitting down on a toilet. He's about to take a crap. And then it jumps back to a lady at a desk writing something down. And this, I guess this is it. No, he just... Oh, wow. That was the most random trailer I've ever seen. He sits down, listen, and a little plop. Oh! Wow! That was the most random trailer I've ever seen in my life. Just by that, I don't know if I'm going to watch it, Visions. He literally goes in, pulls his pants down, sits down on the toilet, takes a crap, and then he screams. Wow. I don't know if that's the... It says The Abomination, 1986. I guess that's it. There wasn't much to go by. Oh, wait, here's another one. The Abomination, 1986, high-definition trailer. All right, well, what's... This one, that one was... The old one was 56 seconds. This one's 2 minutes long. All right, here, let's watch this one. Maybe there's more to it. I think this is it. I think I found it. I'm telling you, man, these hard ones are hard to find. All right, here we go. I think this is it. Oh, yeah, this is it, because some lady's throat just got slashed. Okay. That's funny. Vision says, you know what, Piers? That video sounds like you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you guys have never heard the plop, but, yeah, sometimes I have to get up and use the restroom, so, yeah. Maybe that's part of the video, because literally it's a guy in a business suit, and he looks into the mirror, and he straightens his little tie, and he's got his glass on, and then he goes over, sits down, and you just see him drop his pants, and he's all like this. And then you hear a little plop, right? And then he's like, ah, like that. And then it cuts back to a lady at a desk writing something. So I was like, is this it? So, yeah. That was funny, Visions. That was funny. But, yeah, that does happen to Fears. I hate to get up, but I do long lives, and whenever you got to go to the bathroom, you got to go. I just quietly excuse myself and then do my thing, and then I come back. But you guys have never heard the plop. I wouldn't want you guys to hear the plop, you know. But I think this is the right one, because some lady just got killed. She just got her throat slashed, and looks like a B-rated film. So we'll see. Oh, wow, this is bloody. Oh, my Lord. So some lady's throat got slashed. Then it cuts to this guy's kitchen, and there's bloody skeletons all in the kitchen. Have you seen this, Visions? Oh, my Lord. This may be too much. This may be too much for Piers. I don't know if I can handle this one. There's all these bloody skeletons in the fucking kitchen or some... I don't know what the fuck's going on in this trailer. This is nuts. There's bloody skeletons all in the kitchen sink. Have you seen this, Visions? Oh, man. So there's this bloody monster, and I guess he's eating all these people, and there's blood all over the walls. This may be too much. I don't know. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. This lady's got blood all over her face. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. So I guess it's like a bloody... The reason why the guy was screaming, a bloody monster comes out of the toilet. And I guess he ate the guy's penis or something. And then the bloody toilet monster is on the toilet. And he's got toilet paper in his mouth and blood in his mouth. And he's chewing on something. This is nuts. This is crazy. Damn! Oh! This may be the bloodiest trailer I've ever seen in my life. Besides the Terrifier thing. This is a lot. This is a lot. Oh! This is nuts. Oh, God. Ah! They definitely went on the bloody skeleton extravaganza. Now there's a bloody skeleton laying on the floor by a bed, and his tongue is wiggling, or something's wiggling. I don't know what the hell's going. I will say, the guy definitely has some cool black Ray-Bans on. Then the bloody toilet monster is hiding like in a closet, and the closet door just opened up, and he's coming out. Some lady just lost a hand. They definitely went for the gore fest on this one, man. Oh, man. Oh! This is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre on crack. So there's like a pot. There's a big metal pot on this guy's kitchen table, and there's a bloody hand and bloody intestines, and he's like feeding all the intestine to this toilet monster that's in his like cupboard in the kitchen, and his blue shirt is just soaked with blood. Oh my lord. Alright, I've seen enough. That's gonna be a no count. That's gonna be a no can do, Vision. I'm sorry. That's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. So the Abomination. Too much blood. Too much blood. Oh, that's right. You do have a shirt on it. That's right. That's right. So too much blood. Too much chaos. I'm gonna rate it a 5 out of 10. I'll give him. I'll give him a 6 out. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. The gore factor was there for sure, and the trailer was creative. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Whew. That's a lot of blood. It's a lot of blood. I can't do it, Yakov. I can't give it a 9 or a 10. It was too much. It was too much blood. It was the toilet monster had come to life, and it was chewing on the lady's arm and bites off the hand. There's blood everywhere. It was too much. I can't do it. I forgot that you had a shirt of it, Visions. That's right. That's right, yeah. Shout out to Yakvo. What's up? So I gave it about a 6 out of 10 because the gore factor was there. My favorite scene was him with the metal pot and had all these intestines, and he's just feeding it to the monster inside the closet, and it had big, like, chomping teeth and all that shit, so yeah. No, it's Lantern stream time, 9 or 10. Yeah, he said he's going live at 10. I've been checking. I've been checking to see if Lantern went live. He hasn't went live yet. Let me double check. Because I called Lantern, and he said he's going live at 9 or 10. And 10 is 11 o'clock my time. Because in Texas it's 10, so Mr. Lantern. Yeah, he's not live yet. Yeah. So you didn't miss much, Yak. And then Zach was telling me all about Larry making a bunch of bullshit up, saying like the community's sick of your shit fears. I'm like, I have not done. Like Larry's always the instigator when it comes to that. I'm like, I've distanced myself from Larry. So yeah. All right, let's move on. By the way, if Yak, if you want one of these books, you let me know. All Let's see here. What's the next trailer? The next trailer is... I'm going to select one more. So, The Abomination was one, and then... You know what, Vision? I'm going to do the next one, Assault of the Killer Bimbos. So, yeah. Exactly, Seamus. He does about an hour or two of music, so I have plenty of time. So, yeah. So, Landon, if you want to start your music up, you're more than welcome, because I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished, you know, so, you know, I'm probably going to not go too much longer. So, yeah. I just want to get some reviews in. I'll probably save the sci-fi stuff for tomorrow. And since Ash Wednesday's over, I'm not even going to talk about that. So I'm almost done. So, yeah. I won't make it too much later. All right, Assault on the Killer Bimbos. That's right, y'all. Mike went extra long, so I had to sneak mine in. But... I'm not going to impede on Lantern's time. I would never do that. Excuse me. Jeez. All right, Assault on the... I did like the wheelchair one, Visions. I thought that was cool. Assault on the Killer Bimbos trailer. So no offense, buddy. Just the Abomination, that was just too bloody. That was too bloody. But that Eddie Deasant guy that I met, he's in this because he's the thumbnail. So I usually like Eddie Deasant because he was in Grease 1 and 2. He was in War Games. So yeah, man. Yep.
They were just a pretty picture. Until they got sprayed.
Oh no, a bimbo with a gun.
Now they're the
Oh no, a bimbo with a gun. That's hilarious.
most wanted bimbos.
Give me the police.
Against the world's most unbelievable bozos. Spread 'em. Move over, Rambo. Get ready for
Brain, personality.
Wow.
Assault of the Killer Bimbos. Rated R.
That's funny, I like that.
That's fucking hilarious. So it's a comedy. It's not really a horror. I like comedies. That was pretty funny. I'll put it on the list. That looked hilarious. Oh, here's another one. Oh, Lord. A lot of boobies. And Eddie Deasant's in this. And I've met him. I've interviewed him. He's been a bunch of my lives at the con. He's a nice guy. The guy that plays the nerd in Grease. Very cool. Very nice guy.
Back on everything decent.
Everybody synchronize your watches.
Ready to take bad taste to a new low.
Time.
And prepared to go the limit.
Yes.
Oh wait, this is a sequel, Assault of the Party Nerds. Jesus.
We were just playing hide and seek, right?
Oh God.
The reviews are in, and the critics agree.
If I wasn't seeing it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe
Oh
it.
shit.
It's great.
I don't think so.
Oh, this is funny.
They were just a pretty picture.
A lot of boobies. All right, I gotta put. So I'll put that one on. So the next one I'm gonna watch later on. I'll save the Auntie Lee's meat pies for another day, my friends. So I'm gonna erase. So no, I'm sorry, bitches. No Abomination. It was too much. But I'm gonna give Assault of the Killer Bimbos a big thumbs up. I thought it was funny. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So that looked pretty funny. So Assault of the Killer Bimbos. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. That was pretty fun. That was pretty funny. Ooh, and she's all doing this like with her bikini. I'm like, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So I've got 3 left. So I gotta do the Auntie Me's meat pies, and then the next one I gotta do the Barn of Naked Dead Zombies. So that'll be next time, my friends. But the bimbo ones, I'm gonna give it a big thumbs up. So yeah, pretty funny stuff. So yeah, let's see here. You are right now. He won't start setting up until you end. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll end it then, because I mean, I was gonna go until 11, but yeah, that is true. Yeah, Lantern won't stop. I won't start until I stop. So, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll review one movie and then I'm gonna end it. You know, because I don't want to impede on Lantern's time, and everybody wants the Lantern show. So I'll review this one. And then I'll save this one for tomorrow. So, there. And then I'll end it. So, bear with me, Yak. So, Westworld. I rewatched it. I'm going to try to finish this tonight or tomorrow or Saturday, maybe on the weekend. So, yeah. By the way, if you guys watched the first part, not Lantern, I keep saying Lantern. Randall canceled on me and Dave and Zach yet again. So, I'm going to hang out with Randall next week. He said he's taking his mom out for dinner and dancing and karaoke tonight. And then all day they were driving back and forth from Randall's burnt-out trailer to his mom's boyfriend, salvaging what they could. So I said, Randall, you let me know next week, and I'll come and I'll give you some money. So yeah. All right, so Westworld. I rewatched it. I hadn't watched it in a while, so it's pretty good. It's 89 minutes. And I'm going to give it, it's a solid 9 out of 10. I love it. It's not a perfect movie, but it's a solid 9 out of 10. Very futuristic for its time. Very ahead of its time. Very futuristic. Ahead of its time. Michael Crichton tried to make it as a book, but he said, no matter how many times I tried to write it as a book, it just wouldn't come out right, so he said, I'm going to write it as a screenplay, and it was his first time directing a film. So, ahead of its time, Michael's first director's debut, because he had also wrote this movie. Michael Crichton also wrote, where is it? Where is it? He also wrote this one. He didn't direct it, though. But he was from the novel by Michael Crichton. He also starred it. Well, he didn't star in it. He did a cameo in it. So he cameoed in it. He wrote the screenplay, wrote the book, and someone directed it. So he was in this. So this came first. And then he decided, you know what? I can't figure out this Westworld book. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just write it as a screenplay, and I'll direct it myself. So, and if you guys, I highly suggest this. This is good. And this. They're both. And he did the same thing with Jurassic Park. He wrote Jurassic Park and the Lost World, and then he got Steven Spielberg. He goes, I'm not a director. I'm a writer. So, once Steven Spielberg read his books, he's like, I know exactly how I want to shoot Jurassic Park. And then Michael was like, yeah, go for it. I wrote it. And then Steven Spielberg was like, you want a cameo in it? I don't think he had a cameo in any of those Jurassic Park movies, so I guess he passed. But I've watched an interview where Steven said, I offered a cameo to Michael, and he was like, no, I'm good. But he was on set as a consultant, and Steven Spielberg did a great job on his novel as a movie. Let's see. I'm streaming later on tonight, and it's okay if everyone wants to go to Lantern stream. Right on, Carrie. I don't think anyone really cares if people stream while Lantern streams. Just a lot of people like to watch Lantern stream. So I'm going to be very polite. I'm going to end it soon. So, Michael Crichton's first time directing debut. My two favorite scenes. Probably when they're on the hovercraft going to Westworld. The hovercraft scenes are fantastic. because they actually need to make one of those in real life, because the way it looks in the movie, it's like an airplane, but it's way better than an airplane. I was like, that's fucking cool. I'm like, I'd love to see some shit like that in real life. And the actual concept of Westworld is not that far-fetched. We have a bunch of theme parks, we have a bunch of resorts, so I don't doubt that someone will do this one day. So the actual concept of Westworld, and they made it into a TV show, and it's not that far-fetched to have. I mean, they have it. Look at Disney World. All those animatronics in the Hall of Presidents are pretty much what they have at Westworld. So it's not that far-fetched of an idea. It really isn't. I don't know if they'll make a park like that anytime soon. I'd say maybe in 100 years, maybe they'll do something like that. Maybe. So I'm going to write down maybe in 100 years, maybe in 50 years they would do something. But the actual concept of Westworld is not really that far-fetched of an idea. Hopefully whenever they do the concept, it doesn't happen like Westworld and the robots come to life and turn off their normal personalities and go on a killing rampage, because they pretty much kill almost everybody, all the guests, except for this guy. This guy gets away. But they kill his best friend, so hopefully that part never happens, but the actual concept of the actual resort and park is not that far-fetched. I said maybe in 50 years, maybe in 100 years, they'll make something like that. I don't see them making it anytime soon. But the actual concept of it is not that far behind. So maybe in 50, maybe in 100 years. I put both. So the hovercraft is probably my favorite scene. All the scenes of them preparing to go into the actual park. So you see them in the hovercraft. It lands. They get onto an elevator. They step off the hovercraft. They go down into the earth. And all of their preparation is underground. And then they come back up. And the whole Westworld, Roman world, and medieval world is under this big dome. So yeah. And they actually do that in the TV show, too. So they took a lot of the Westworld television, because they've done 2 attempts. One attempt of Westworld TV show actually worked out. They tried to do Beyond Westworld, and that one failed. Dave told me, I watched the pilot today. There's the pilot right there, the pilot. Dave said, Fears, for some reason, it didn't work out. And they only had 5 episodes of Beyond Westworld. But the new show on television, and that lasted 4 seasons, and that one's just called Westworld. So that one actually worked. I've seen all of season 1, a little bit of season 2. I need to catch up and watch season 3 and 4, because I love Westworld. It's not that far-fetched of a concept, actually. So yeah. The Lannan show is going to rock. Well, when does it not rock, Visions, you know? Looking forward to when they make a theme park of robot streamers so I can watch Robot Lantern. Hell yeah! Hell yeah. And definitely Robot Carrie. She will be passing Sue in her own words. That's true. Yeah, Carrie said that she's going to pass away and own the farm and all that stuff. I remember her saying that. So what I'm trying to say, Visions, and everybody in the chat, it's not that far-fetched of an idea. Like I said, this will probably happen maybe in 50 years, maybe in 100 years. It's not that far-fetched of an idea. I'm going to rewatch the sequel, because Visions, you and your brother told me about Future World. I never knew that existed. I knew Beyond Westworld existed because it says it on the Blu-ray, and I asked Dave about it. It only lasted, well, technically 6 episodes. They had the pilot, and then they did 5 other episodes, so 6 episodes total. And Dave said for one reason or another, Fears, it just didn't catch on. He said the movie caught on, and they made a sequel, Future World. So thanks, buddy, for telling me. I love Future World. Not as much as Westworld, but I do like Future. It's a good runner-up. It's a good sequel. Like, I would probably rate this one. It's definitely a solid 9 out of 10. Future World, I'd probably give it probably an 8 out of 10 or an 8.9 out of 10. Probably an 8.9 out of 10. It's good. It's just not as good as the first one. The TV show is fantastic. The newer one. But Dave said they only made 5 actual episodes, and then the pilot was technically 6. So for one reason or whatever, it just didn't catch on until they made the newer show, which is great from what I saw. And they make the robots look even cooler than they made the robots in this. So, again, it's not that far-fetched of an idea. Now, in the newer TV show, they got rid of Roman World and Westworld. They just focused on... They got rid of... In the newer show, they got rid of Roman World and Medieval World. They focused only on Westworld, which is okay. I would have liked to have seen their version of Roman World and Medieval World, but it's fine. Westworld, they got pretty accurate, pretty awesome, and they took a lot of the stuff that's in Future World and in Westworld, the movies, and put it in that television show. So yeah, let's see. Robot Me will be cool, Visions, and then Visions says, "You will be missed, but the robot will do." That's right. That's right. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully they make a robot version of me one day and put it in a Westworld theme park. Like, check it out. Yeah, dude. Corn Man. Yeah, dude. Like a robot version of Fears. Yeah, dude. I hate Larry. That'd be hilarious. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be amazing. That's right, Gabe. Rest in power. You know what, Carrie? I think you're such a nice, sweet person, Carrie. I think you're going to last longer than you think, Carrie. You know what I'm saying? I really do think you'll last longer. And I hope you do, Carrie, because you will be missed. Anyway. All right, second favorite. I'm trying to finish this up. Second favorite scene, probably all the damage that Peter does to the robot cowboy. So towards the end, him fighting the cowboy at the end, he throws acid on him, he throws water, and he short circuits. He sets him on fire. All those scenes are great, so I'm just going to put down Peter fighting the cowboy robot. That's probably my second favorite scene, but my favorite scene out of the whole movie is the hovercraft, them preparing to go into you don't even see him enter the hovercraft. It just starts with Peter and his friend. I forgot his friend's name. And they're sitting on the hovercraft, and his friend had already went. So Peter's asking him all the questions. Are the guns real? And they're like, real enough. And then they're like, oh, so we're going to be in costumes and da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, oh, yeah. He goes, it's really, he goes, they made it, the West of the 1880s as real as possible. And he's like, do you get a gun holster? And then they're all telling that. Then it lands. You see him get on an elevator, go down into the earth. You see him put all the cowboy stuff on. You see him take off all their normal civilian clothing, excuse me. And then you see them come up under the dome, and then they go right into Westworld, and then so the movie starts. And then every once in a while they show you bits of Roman world and bits of medieval world, but they focus on Westworld. But I like how they jump. So all those preparation scenes of them coming to the park, getting ready, putting on the authentic clothing and all that, and then coming up out of the earth, going under the dome, or inside the dome, where all the 3 lands are. Without a doubt, that's my favorite. It sets the tone. So yeah. So fighting the cowboy is my second favorite scene. Fighting the cowboy. I do recommend it. It's good. And I'm going to write down, I also recommend the sequel and the newer TV show. So, new TV show I recommend. And the sequel. Good stuff. All right. Fears is all done. I'm all done. Hopefully Mike doesn't go very long tomorrow. I would have already been done, but I don't want to impede on Lantern stream time. So there we are. All right, I'm taking off, but I got a little live in. You know, I went 2 hours, so my time's over. Get ready for a Lantern live. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Yakov Petrovic Sr. Oh, yeah. Subscribe to The Carrie Show. Subscribe to The Lantern Show. Oh, yeah, especially tonight. He does a show every Thursday night, every Friday night. Subscribe to my friend, the Sega Camp Gamer and Wearcam. Follow Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Zach, The Incredible Impression. And last, but certainly not least, follow Fears Vlogs and Fears Man 26 on YouTube. Almost at 3,000 on the main channel. Almost at 2,000 on the vlog channel. Big shout out to all the loving and loyal fans. I love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are one of a kind. And I'm taking off. This is Fears. Taking off. Peace. Deuces. Cheers to fans. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.